It is good, and he's a really good player. And he's the thing about it is we know this. He can make us a lot better football team, and just to see him get around us and get out on the field and go to work was really exciting.
Are you convinced that he's back full time now, or is there still some uncertainty?
Well, it's just hard to say because today was his first day, so it's gonna, we're gonna have to work through it, and we're gonna do everything we can to get him in position where he can come back and go to work for us.
How much is that he wants to play? Are you confident though that he wants to play this year?
Oh, he does. He wants to play, and that's the thing. Once he's going to do everything he can to get back, and we're going to do everything we can to help him get back.
How concerned are you about his lack of availability to this point, impeding his progress, being ready the way you want him to be for week one?
Well, I think that we still got enough time here because we're, a month still out from playing our first game, and we have these preseason games, and it will always be good to get him back so he can get out there and run around. But just knowing that he can get back and that we can just teach him the defense and he can learn it because we're doing a lot on defense, and that would be good for him to get back and just go through the whole learning process. Even if he can't come out to practice, just being in the classroom really helps.
There's a report out there you and Urban had to go over to his place to kind of get him to come to the facility. Is that true? Or?
No, we didn't have to go over to get him to come to the facility. We just had a conversation with him. But, anytime you have a great young man like that, you want to make sure that you do everything possible to help him and to help him get back on track. And I telling Coach, I said that, we're out of the process of just trying to just get guys and just push them aside. Our whole thing is just creating value for them.
He was limited today in individual drills and team drills. Do you expect more tomorrow and Thursday? And is there a chance that he can play Saturday?
He was, say it again now, I'm sorry.
He was limited today in individual drills and team drills. Do you expect more the next couple of days?
Well, that's the thing. It's all a build-up now because he haven't been out there, so you want to make sure that when he goes in a game that he's fit and ready to go play.
How about Saturday? Is there a chance he plays?
It's a chance, and I'm not. And it's going to be, how much practice he gets in here the next few days.
Charlie, you and Urban have invested so much in the recovery, the rehab, and obviously from when you guys started coaching, even in Florida, obviously that's evolved. How much has the mental health side of caring for your players and making sure they're in a great position, how has that evolved since the early 2000s?
Well, I think that what's really happened now with the mental health, if you look at everything's driven now by social media. And so when you were coming up earlier, you didn't ever read about what anyone was saying because, the access wasn't there. They couldn't get on their phones and pull up something, and then all of a sudden Charlie Strong is this, Charlie Strong is this. So now that's all available to them. And a lot of it, as much as you tell them not to read it, they still read it. And so now, some things that you felt like that, it never got out. Now it gets out because, just the availability and somebody, all you had to do is tell someone something, and then it just takes, it's like a spark and the fire becomes a big fire. But, more than anything now, you just try to work with young men because, and females, whether it be male or female in any sport, because the mental aspect is there. And each and every day we're telling them, hey, you got to get better, but you really had to really develop a great relationship to get them to open up to you and to tell you whatever it may be that's bothering them, that you can help them work through it.
Charlie, I just want to make sure I got it straight. You and Urban did go to his place, but you had the conversation with him, right, at his place?
Yes, we went and we saw him, yes. Mm-hmm.
Apart from the on-field work, do you feel like CJ, from a focus standpoint, is back where he needs to be?
Well, we just have, the thing about it when you talk about just focus, it's just more of him getting around and being out of practice, and then he will get focused and locked in. But it's going to be a step-by-step process, and we're willing to take whatever time we need to take to help work with him. And so it's when you say focus, hey, just make sure that we can just get him out there and let him do, whether it be in a classroom or on the playing field, that we have him around us.